Speaking of style and whatnot, I want to give you some credit. I don't know if you're willing to take it or not. I don't know if it was right time, right place, but if you look a lot of the guys that are walking into the rink these days, they got some style with their suits and whatnot. You were kind of one of the first guys outside of like the Tiger Williams and whatnot, but you were one of the first guys to really show some style walking into the barn. Do you take credit for that?
I'm not going to take credit for that, but I'm going to take credit for not really giving a damn like what people think. Because I remember when in 2004 I showed up at the press conference when I signed either my first big contract with Montreal, the second one. Like I showed up with two huge diamond earrings. Back then, you didn't have hockey players with earrings. I had two giant studs, like 3 carat in each ear, tank top, showed up the hat sideways. So I did kind of push the envelope, but back then it was very old school. So I kind of pushed it to the limit. For me, it was more like I just like the style. I like the NBA players. Back then, David Beckham came with the earrings. So, you have to have fun with the game. You're in the show. You're playing in a big market. Doesn't mean I don't care and I'm not respecting the thing, but I'm until you're telling me that I'm not allowed to do it, I'm going to do it. If you're telling me, okay, no, this, but me and Mike Ribeiro, we used to kind of challenge ourselves. Okay, what's the dress code? You're allowed to wear like a two-con when it's cold. Well, then we're going to wear baseball hats. So we would walk in games with our suit and the baseball cap sideways like Allen Iverson until the team's like, yeah, you know what? I don't think baseball cap is allowed. Why not? Not allowed. Then we would walk in with our earrings. Not allowed. So we would always push the envelope. But I mean, it was a different time back then. It was just we were just having fun with it.
I'm giving you credit for it. That's all you.
Okay, well, I'll take it. It's funny though because I bumped into PK Subban. I was done playing, so he was still in Montreal. And obviously, me and PK, we have the same agent, Donnie Meehan, and I always liked PK because I feel he took what I was doing to another level. Like PK took it to another level in Montreal. I was like, yeah, I like what he's doing. He's going out there. Some people like it, some people, but he took it to the next level. And then one time we're out. We're out in a good spot in a good night place in Montreal, and I'm on my side and he's on his side. And then I don't know, either he find out I was there, but he came up to me and credit to him. He came up, he says, Theo, can't believe, oh man, I heard so much about you. Like I love your style. Come and sit with me. And then we hit it off pretty good. So I just feel like PK took what I started to another level. And it was fun to see that because, I mean, I think hockey needs to evolve a little bit, which we're finally seeing with no dress code, and we're following the other sports, which is kind of good, I think, for me personally.
Well, that's a great transition, and I'm curious to know if he was a catalyst in this because when Trav told me that we were getting you on the show, I was like, oh my God, he's actually alive? Like he's actually available now? Because, I mean, you went away for a little while. And PK went off, and he's doing great things with Hockey Night in Canada and everything, and down in the States. And now here you are doing your podcast back on social media. What was the catalyst for you getting back in front of the media?
You know what? I was in front from so many years in Montreal, and I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I played it. I was out in the summertime when we were going out, and I was doing commercial on TVs. I had like sponsors. I was doing TV things, everything. But it's just when I came in Florida, you get older. It's like I liked my privacy, and I didn't want to just do anything to do anything because, I mean, nowadays you could get asked for a lot of things. So I did do some broadcasting after my career just with the TV station. That was good. But it was more like, you know what? I don't know if I want to get back in the spotlight in a way kind of thing. And I was doing my own thing because since I retired, I've been really involved in a lot of businesses. Like, I own like a bunch of Airbnbs in Florida. Me and I'm partners with Search of R, the Search of R of Montreal. We bought Celine Dion's private golf course. So I own the golf course in Montreal. So I'm really, really involved, which I did a lot off the ice, but just under the radar. But then I'm like, I miss talking about the game. I miss being with the guys. Then I got a great opportunity to start a podcast with my brother-in-law that he owns the station because he's in the TV business. And we negotiated something, we talk, and you know what? It was more about just reconnecting with my friends. Like, when you meet guys like Stéphane Robideau on my podcast, Michel Therrien, Francis Bouillon, Patrice Brisebois, George St. Pierre, you have these guys. It's just like now it's like I'm having fun again talking with them, and I kind of miss that from playing hockey. Like I always say, the only thing I miss the most about playing hockey is after a big win on the road, when you're on your in the plane and you're having a glass of wine and you're shooting shit with the guys, when you're on the road going to restaurant, going out, this is what you miss. So I just felt, you know what, I think I owe to the fan to get back a little bit out there and kind of give them a little bit more of what I'm up to. So I just felt it was the right time to kind of get back slowly into the mix.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the podcast. From what I understand, it's predominantly in French. Is that correct?
It is to start, just because we're building something. So obviously, because the studios in Montreal wanted to start in French and try to build a fan base, but like I said, we're going to do it in English because if I'm only limited in French, I'm sacrificing a lot of great players that are friends of mine. I could talk about Joe Sakic, Terry Ryan. You can name it. A lot of that. Jovanovski, that's my next door neighbor. Marty Havlak lives 2 street down. Blake Wheeler. There's so many guys right here. So obviously, I want to evolve into English podcasts as well because that's a big plus. But I'm just taking it slowly, just like anything else I do. I just want to make sure I walk before I run. But you'll see that, and there's a platform on the App Store. You guys could go, and I'm plugging myself, but you could go. It's KO Sport, like KO, like a KO Sport, and then you download that. You got all kind of sports podcasts, and eventually mine's going to be in English there. I'm just, like I said, I'm just having fun with it and see where it takes me. Like I always did. I always like challenges in my life, and that's a new challenge.
Hey, more hockey content. It's might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?